Have you ever felt that prickling feeling, like someone's watching you? You look around, but there's no one there. That's how it all started for me, and the fear grew with each night. It began on a regular Thursday night. I was finishing up some work at my desk, feeling exhausted as I stared at my computer screen. It was late, well past midnight. The house was completely silent. Just to relax, I decided to take a break and opened up my laptop. That's when I saw MrBeast's latest challenge video trending on my feed. For the next few minutes, I was lost in the video, laughing as MrBeast and his friends tried to survive in a spooky old mansion. They were dealing with eerie noises, sudden scares, and all sorts of horror pranks. It was entertaining and distracted me from the quiet of my own room. When the video ended, I closed it and went back to my work. That's when I noticed a faint shadow reflected on my laptop screen. I leaned closer, squinting to make it out, thinking it was just a trick of the light. But it wasn't a shadow. There was a figure man standing just behind me. His face was hidden in darkness, but his eyes were empty and staring right at me. I spun around, but my room was empty. The door was closed, and everything was as it should be. I told myself it was my imagination. Maybe watching that haunted house video had spooked me more than I'd realized. So I laughed it off, even though my heart was still racing. The next night though, it happened again. I was back at my desk, working late, and as soon as I looked into my laptop screen, there he was, again standing right behind me, his dark, hollow eyes staring directly at me. I turned around quickly, but like before, there was no one there. Just an empty, quiet room. This continued night after night. Every time I'd glance at my screen, his image would appear behind me. Each time he looked a little closer and his face became a bit clearer. I began to dread looking into any screen or reflective surface, afraid of what I'd see. One night, I couldn't take it anymore. I gathered my courage, looked directly at the screen, and whispered, "Who are you? What do you want?" The man's mouth twisted into a sick grin, his smile unnatural, stretching too far across his face. I was horrified, but I couldn't look away. His lips moved, and though I couldn't hear any sound, I felt like he was laughing at me, mocking my fear. I slammed my laptop shut, my heart pounding. The next morning, when I finally worked up the courage to open my laptop again, I noticed something strange. A new file had appeared on my desktop. Look_behind_you.txt. I felt my hand shake as I opened it, and all it said was one line: "I'm closer than you think." I deleted the file, hoping it was just some glitch or prank, but it kept coming back. Every time I opened my laptop, the file would be there, with the same chilling message. Now, every night, I feel like he's right behind me.